What's going on, everybody? Mr. Loud over here. I wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2020. And make this year the most prosperous year that you've ever experienced, ever. And I wanted to talk about that in this video. I'm going to try to make this really quick. I do enjoy talking and giving information, but I know that, predominantly why people follow these types of channels is to see detailing in action. But I think it's also very important that we, discuss how a detailer should move forward, or at least I can give my situation, testimony, whatever you want to call it, about how my business has been thriving and what you can do or how you can implement it into your business that could take you to the next level in this coming year. So obviously, when you start a business, whether it's detailing, whether you're detailing, painting, contracting, electrical work, whatever it is, if you have a business, even if you're in medical sales, if you have a business, what I recommend everyone to do at first is to exhaust their inner circle. So what do I mean by exhausting your inner circle? So you decide that you're about to start your business at such and such date. Before you go ahead and before you reach that date, don't wait to get your clients on that date. Start doing a little bit of marketing or foot traffic beforehand so you can get a little buzz out there. But the best way to do it is to go ahead, first of all, have your Facebook set up, have some basic social media set up, some basic interfaces so people can see some content or kind of get to know about your company a little bit through an internet standpoint, because that'll actually add a lot of benefit. Implement both Instagram and Facebook. I've used Instagram mostly, but Facebook is great because people do reviews. They post their photos of the car that you detailed on your business page. It's think of it kind of like a mini Yelp or something like that. Whatever though. So you exhaust your inner circle, and how you do that is you go up to all the people that you are connected with. So the way I consider it is, if you communicate with them at on a weekly basis, or you have some type of established connection or relationship with these individuals, on a pretty frequent basis, you're pretty close with them. I would consider them in your inner circle. And so you say, hey, I'm starting a detailing company. Would love to just go ahead and, offer my services to you. I'm getting it started off. It's starting from the ground up here. Can I go ahead and do some work on your car in exchange? And just give me a shout out on Facebook. Go ahead and do that, or just tell people about it. We're going to get into the whole point here of this video. Most times they'll say, yeah, it depends on your pricing, this and that, how much you charge or whatever. Now, if you don't charge much, if you're just starting off as a car wash, $20, $25, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their market that they accommodate. But what happens is you will probably keep that inner circle for quite some time. What I did is I started my company with not where I'm priced right now, but still higher than the average car wash. So a car wash will start for $20 or go for $20. I would start at $40. So I still started fairly above the predominant market when it comes to car washes. Well, I of course offered more than just a wash. It was my basic express detail. It was the wash. You get your spray wax, some interior work, and all that. It wasn't a full detail, but it was like an express detail. And and so, if you're at the $20 mark for a wash and vacuum, you're probably going to keep them around a little bit longer, but you might find yourself in a rut, hitting pretty quickly. But if whether you're in that market or if you're in the market that I chose to get into, which is the more upper end detailing, which for upper end detailing, where I started was still very low, especially in comparison to where I'm at now. But, what happens is, after you use your inner circle, you've told all your family, your friends, co-workers, whether previous or current. You've exhausted the inner circle, and if you're at the higher market, you're probably going to, and I hate to say it, but you're probably going to lose them as clients pretty, not really soon, but there's a chance that you'll lose them quicker than the person who's offering a basic wash and vacuum, which is fine. Everybody has their market, but it's just because what happens when you have a higher price, you are kind of, you're not, I'll say it like this, you're separating your business from a certain market that a lot of people look into. So you've made yourself more consolidated. You've made yourself more, your image is different than just the average car wash. Now, let me go ahead and say this again. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There is nothing wrong with being a car wash. If you wash, cars for $20, $25, maybe $30 if it's a larger vehicle, if you're getting 10 cars a day, I'm not going to hate someone for making $300 a day. Yeah, you'll spend more on water and more on materials, but if that's your business, that's your business. If that's your bread and butter, you can scale that just like you can scale anything else, You can have multiple vehicles, multiple people working for you. You can have vehicles on the road and just be a car wash, and that's quite all right. That's completely fine. Just as in a market like I'm in, and you see a lot of YouTube detailers in, it's still scalable. I can have multiple vehicles out there, or I can have multiple employees with me while we're providing these high-end details. Or I could definitely scale into a shop. There's a lot of scalability no matter what market you're into. But going back to what I was talking about, and so, you tell them, hey, look, you tell your inner circle, look, would love to work on your vehicle, just give me a shout out. Cool. If you're not aware of what I'm about to say, I really would recommend you looking into it. And this is really what's helped me in my business, and even just the past 3 days, not including today, the past 2 days, not including today, I have booked so much clientele, money-wise, if I could say that, so many details, high-dollar details from what I'm about to tell you right now. And this right here is the secret that I hope so many of you can implement. Now, I understand this may not accommodate everybody depending on where you live. If you live in a very rural area where houses are very separate from each other, you have, a few houses on a block. Where I'm at in Fort Lauderdale, it's a very, very condensed area. There's a lot of people around. And so there's this app that's been going around. It's called the Next Door app. And simply what it is, it's kind of like a social media interface that is to, I guess you can say, connect the community, your local community with each other. So, for instance, where I live in Fort Lauderdale, there is a Fort Lauderdale Next Door app. And I'm able to connect with people all throughout Fort Lauderdale. And it's kind of basically like a Facebook, maybe like almost like a Facebook marketplace, as well as just a social media interface where people can say, hey, I just used so-and-so to detail my car. Here's his info. I recommend him. He does a great job. Or a lot of times what you see is people say, hey, look, I'm looking for a car detailing service, a car wash, pressure washing, a dentist around me. I'm looking for a great restaurant, looking for whatever, and they'll put that and they'll ask for suggestions. You see it on Facebook, people ask for suggestions. This app is specifically designed for that, but it is designated in your local area. And so how I have been getting a lot of clientele is my clients have been posting my business onto this app. And they say, try it out, Million Reflections does a great job. I really recommend him. And I have been getting calls from that. And I'm not just saying I'm getting calls like a call here or a call there. I'm saying I've been getting a lot of calls. Why is that though? Why is that method so effective for me? Well, we know that word of mouth is going to be the most effective tool ever. Yes, marketing is good. Social media marketing is good. I recommend that. I recommend whatever marketing you can get a hold of. Have a good website. Have good social media accounts. Have all of that stuff. Have a good presence in the community. Make sure your image is blasted everywhere, but nothing will speak more volume than someone else saying, look, I use the service and they did really good. Because what they're doing is they're validating your company and they're elevating your company to a level where others now can see it as in a positive light. It's not just another company. It's not just another person who does. It's not just another person offering a service. It's someone who has offered a service to an individual that is in that local area who now is giving a good positive feedback or review. And in this app, they're able to go ahead and post pictures, say exactly what you did. Yeah, I had this person come out and he detailed my engine, he polished my car, gave me a ceramic coating, he shampooed my seats, he steam cleaned my interior, whatever it is. Whatever you do to these vehicles, people can post about that. Now, they need to do that it's nice to do that on Facebook, but the problem with Facebook is that individual has to click on your Facebook profile, your business page, just to get a hold of the information that they would be looking for. When in comparison with this Nextdoor app, it shows up like a feed such as like Facebook, where it's just like recent comments, recent whatever in your area, and all of a sudden in the caption, they set a caption saying car detailing, best service ever. And they see that now, they see your business there, they see your information, they see a testimonial right there, they see pictures of a vehicle that you worked on right there in front of them. And so in the past couple of days, I have booked well over a week's worth of work just from one post that one client made. And that client who made that post also heard about me through that app. So I'm just going to say this, guys. If you are in an area, or if your clients are in areas where there's a lot more people around, see if there's any type of these interfaces, whether it's a Nextdoor app or whatever it may be. See if there is something like that, because those apps are designated to connect that community together. And when you can get in that community, now you have an in, you have an open door, you have, bam, it's right there for you. And now you have a way of tapping into all of that market. Yes, there's tons of detailers all around here. Yes, there's tons of car washes all around here. But you now have a testimony. Someone is speaking highly of you and saying you did a very, very good job and that they recommend you. You're gonna get phone calls depending on where you market yourself, depends on whether it's gonna work out or not. Now, I had a guy reach out to me. He asked how much I would charge to wash 2 vehicles. Well, I told him I don't just wash vehicles. I mentioned, and I sent a screenshot of my pricing and the layout of my pricing and what includes with the pricing for my maintenance package at its price point. And he said, well, I don't know if I'm looking for that. Would you just do wash? I said, no, I don't offer that. But this is the full retail price, and this is the basic package that I offer. And he said, what, I think I'm gonna pass. Thank you so much for the info, though. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year. And it was fine. Didn't work out. I didn't get him as a client, but now he's heard of me. And when he's in a place where he needs more in-depth detailing, or a different type of service where I accommodate, now he can reach out to me because we've already established that connection. He's heard great things about me. He knows I'm on a little bit on the higher price line, but he knows also through the testimonials that were on the Nextdoor app that I provide a good service. That's not just a good service, but it's a service well worth the funds that are allocated or that a customer would allocate towards it. So look into that, guys. It's called the Nextdoor app. See if your clients are connected in there. If they are, try to get them to give you a shout out there. Yelp, of course, is good, but the problem is you have to go on Google, such a clouded and crowded market, to look at detailing near me. And if you don't have Google AdWords going on, you're not going to show up on that list. If you haven't been working on SEO, you're not going to show up on the first page. But when it comes to this, you will be on the first page. You will be on that local market, and everyone that logs into the app is going to see you, and tons of people. They get, in the neighborhood that I'm in, there's probably at least another post every few minutes, at least. It's a very active community. And so try to get in there. try to get in those ways, guys. It has really expanded my business so much, and I hope that it can expand your business as well. Once again, it's called the Nextdoor app. It's done me very well. Do what you can to see how you can get on there. Ask your clients if they're connected to that. Ask your clients if they have any interfaces that they know of that are like that. And what you can even do is, in your local market, you can even sign up on it, put yourself on there, and go ahead and advertise your business, or just somehow, some way show what you do and your expertise and all of that. Because when you make a profile, it asks you what services can you offer your neighborhood and how can you help them. Auto detailing. And so if someone connects or clicks on your profile, probably won't, but if they were to, they would know you offer that. And you can do a little profile picture and all that stuff. It's really, really cool. Now, this video is not supposed to be a Nextdoor app video. It's supposed to be how to get more money, how to expand your business, how has my business grown, and how can it work for you as well. All you have to do is just ask your clients a few questions. Remember, word of mouth is key. Word of mouth is going to be your best way of getting a hold of clientele, of customer acquisition. That's how you do it, is through word of mouth. And Nextdoor app is a tremendous resource. Now, it's not just word of mouth when they go to the grocery store or their local friends. Now it's their whole local market, their local community within a 5 to 10 mile radius. Oh, that's pretty good stuff there. So I hope you guys can utilize that for 2020. It's a brand new year. Utilize that. Think outside of the box this year. Think of things you haven't done before. And once again, guys, I'm sorry. I know we all love watching detailing in action, hearing about products, but I do also want to offer ways to my subscribers of how to build your business, because a lot of detailers go on YouTube and you look up, how to polish a vehicle, how to do this. Let's look at turtle wax. Let's look at griots. Let's look at Max Shine or Rupes or whatever it is, and they look up that. But the thing is that you can be the best detailer in the world, but without presence in the market, you hold no value. You're only as valuable as the customers that you can acquire or the customers that you can see. If you're getting no customers, I mean, yes, you hold value, but it's potential that's not seen. The objective is to have your potential seen. So that's a free tip. That's a free way of getting some type of clientele. And I'll do some more videos in the future about how to really expand your business, how to really set goals for your business. What are some things that you can do to kind of separate yourself from the market? How am I doing it, and how can you do it? So guys, if you have any questions about that, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you all for your love and support, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content. If you like information about how to build your detailing company, stay on board, because there's going to be more coming out, especially this year. Things are growing. There's a lot of wheels in motion right now, and I want to be able to bring you guys along the process so you can implement what I'm doing into your companies as well. Of course, there's tons of other things we could talk about, but I'm just going to leave it there as a quick little tip for now. So guys, thank you so much for your love and support. Mr. Ladd here, signing out. Once again, subscribe to the channel, wax that like button, guys, and Happy New Year. Thank you all. Love you all. Take care.